Roseburg. So this has got to be Matt Q over here. That's Roseburg in the orange. So hey, Kay.
Which side? This side?
What side? Which one do we want? Check, check. Hello, hello. Check, check. Can you give me a check, check on yours? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good deal. We're almost there. Still verifying live transition. Why is it taking so long? That's a show thing. All right. Why is it taking so long to transition? There we go. So you want to send it to that one for now, I guess? Hello and welcome. Glad to be here with you. The Southwest Conference 6A District Semifinal Wrestling Match. Meet? What are we doing here? The Hawkeye.
That's right.
Chuck Mondale and Coach. And obviously your reputation precedes yourself, the name in the Valley, one of the tops in all of wrestling. But let's get to the action here as we're down to two. We got Dara, or tell us who we got going.
We got the Dara boy there from Grants Pass wrestling the Roseburg kid at 106 pounds. Looks like the beginning of the second round here. Looks like young Dara takes down.
Yeah, and is it Dara up vision or is he down?
No, we have to, let's see here. Okay, looks like Roseburg's red, and then Grants Pass is green. So it looks like Dara's ahead. If we got the color squared away here. Yeah, it looks like Roseburg will be red on top there.
Okay. So we're in the second round. Dara leading. Well, he just got out, so that's going to be a point. He just got out, so that's going to be awarded the point because he was down, right, Chuck?
Correct. Start on the bottom, work his way up, and got his 1 point escape. Now he leads at 6-2 over Martinez from Roseburg.
And about 80 seconds left here in round number 2. Dara with a 6-2 lead, trying to punch his ticket to the Southwest Conference Final Showdown and a berth in the state tournament, correct?
That's right. Well, I'm sure.
Top 3, they said go.
3.
So if he gets to the championship, he's guaranteed at least. So the winner of this match will punch their ticket to the Memorial Coliseum.
Worked for me then.
I believe.
Martinez in on a double here. Dara's got to keep his hips down. Got to keep constant pressure hard with our hips here.
Fight pressure with pressure?
Yeah.
Hawkeye?
Yep.
I'm not a wrestling savant like you. I'm more of like the average macho man.
You're the quarterback guru. You know that.
Get some quick feet, right?
Yeah, exactly. Dara's working her arm bar here.
Up 8-2 now, just had a 2-point takedown.
And Green, boy, they don't wait. They just got Dara for stalling on top, see?
Okay.
Yeah, when we're behind a guy like that, we don't have to take him to the mat, but we have to attempt if we're in control and we stand up.
Is that a little with 2 seconds left from Dara? A little gamesmanship up 8-2, trying to buy himself some time.
Yep.
Because if you get up 10, and you got to remind people at home too, as well as myself, but if you get up over 10, isn't that the major decision, the technical fall kind of situation? So we're up 8-2, we got a lead. We make it through this third round, and you're going to punch your ticket to the state tournament and to the championship match. So every second is off the clock.
Okay.
And there's the stalling.
You got it again, see. I don't know about that call.
And the point goes to Roseburg. So now 8-3. And that was for stalling?
Yep.
On top there?
Standing position, yep. Might as well let him go.
And that's another one. So
one red.
Deficit now just the youngster from Roseburg. So a big 90 seconds left here. And
Dara's in on a shot. Okay, Dara can't get thrown to his back here. That's the deal. The Roseburg kid will be probably attempting to go big. But if he would just wrestle.
Down to 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in round number 3.
See, Dara's got to watch it. Yeah, you got another one, see.
And there's another.
And Martinez in on a double.
For Roseburg.
On the edge, and 2.
And there it is. 2 up in the air with 50 seconds left.
He may have to let him go. Yeah, he lets him go.
So now 9-7. Dara with the lead. 40 seconds left.
Dara's got to at least pretend here, because the next one's a 2-pointer. And they're out.
So they'll come back to the center, and what's the positioning here, Chuck?
As same as they went off. So they were neutral when they went off, then they come back to the middle and they're neutral again.
28 seconds left, trying to punch their ticket. Conference championship round.
Out. Boy, Mr. Dara's got to watch it.
20 seconds left. You see the Roseburg coaches on the far side there yelling at the official like, hey, come on.
Oh, Steve Landers.
Dara comes in. 14.
Wrestle, Dara. Wrestle. Oh, no. Behind the arm. Not yet.
8,
whoa,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a 2?
OT, yeah. 4th penalty.
2 points to Dara. And Dara.
The other guy. 2 points for Roseburg. They thought
Dara gets the win, lifts his arm. 11-7. Dara punches his ticket to the conference championship.
Nice job.
Later tonight at 5 o'clock, punched his ticket to the Memorial Coliseum.
I know his daddy, too, the Schaffler kid from Roseburg, who just won at 113.
Looks like he pinned him, didn't it?
Maybe, I don't know.
This early in round 1, 22 seconds left.
You're right. Boom.
Schaffler with the pin, and he'll advance. He just punched his. So 113 over here, back on mat number 1 now will be the other Cross and Mercino, who both got here by technical fall.
Cross from Roseburg. Looks like he's green this time. Oh, what a nightmare. That one, boom. A blue uniform with a red, and a red uniform with a green. That was one of the toughest things for me.
Right.
Was keeping the colors squared away. Oh.
And there's a 2-point takedown for Roseburg, and we believe that's Cross.
Yes. Yeah,
Cross
from Roseburg. And
Mercino. Mersino. I'm going to go with Mercino.
Okay.
That's my best guess.
Okay.
I mean, Medford Public Schools don't let me down now.
That's right. Grants passes in trouble, too, with a Roseburg kid.
And that's probably in the 120 section. Yeah, that's probably Fry and Singleton on mat 2. We're still over here on mat number 1. Lots of Grants Pass Roseburg matchups here in the semifinals. Probably why they're the top guys coming in today at 180 and 190 respectively.
Oh, I didn't even know. Good. Nice.
I think North Medford in 3rd and at like 110, but looks like Grants Pass and Roseburg kind of the market cornered, so to say, here in these 106 to 120.
I would say. But Roseburg getting a fall, too, against the Grants Pass kid.
Looks like it's happening here on mat number 1 as well, possibly.
Looks like it.
And for everybody pin, you got to have both shoulders
2 seconds. Boom.
Down.
Flat.
So the old 3 beats in WWF is not the same as and you're banged and you're out.
Yeah. I'm thinking that in the near future they're going to change that rule to a 1-second fall. That's the way it is in college. It's hard to hold somebody down for 2 solid seconds. It's real hard. I can imagine that there's not really many 2-second falls that are called.
So going to go to the end of the first round here on mat number 1. I believe that's Cross and Mercino. And Mercino of Cross of Roseburg will have a 5-0 lead headed to the second round. And it looks like Cross
shows both up. They're neutral.
Yep.
To start the second round. 5-0 for Roseburg here.
Is that a sign of confidence in yourself, or is it more to choose down to say I'm going to get out?
Well, I think it's whatever they prefer, whatever they're good at. I always like Let's get the fall. All right.
And I think on mat number 2 over there on 120, it looked like the Roseburg kid, Fry. So that was Singleton of Roseburg. Just pinned Fry. He punches his ticket to the state tournament and to the conference championship later tonight. And now 7-0 with Cross and Mercino. Cross with the lead. Here with 1:15 left in round number 2. 120 match. Looks like Miller of North Medford there.
We got
Diaz. Yep. Diaz and Chavez. On mat number 1, still Roseburg in the division. The Cross versus Mercino match.
Yep. Cross has got the Grants Pass kid in cradle here. Okay, the referee shows the points. He doesn't fly. Leaves him down there until the situation changes. Until this pinning combination changes. Okay, now he awarded them. When they go up in the air, then they're awarded. So Cross.
So awarded now 10-0.
Yeah. And
is the acronym right? 10-0 in wrestling? Is it 10-0 or locker?
No. Yeah, boom. 20 seconds here. Cross is getting some more back points.
Almost looked like he had a chance for a pin.
Ooh, 1 count. Nope.
So we're going to go to the 3rd round there. Kind of desperate Mercino.
Yeah.
Cross has kind of had his way through 2 rounds. Building a big advantage, 13-0.
And we got the Roseburg armbar over here on mat 2. Those Roseburg kids love to work those arms. And the Cross going for a tech fall. There we are.
That's tech fall there. So Cross will advance to the championship match tonight, and I believe he's going to face his teammate, Schaffler.
Oh, Schaffler, yeah. Oh,
for the final.
Get a bit repetitious this evening, boom.
Yeah.
Roseburg.
Roseburg. Over on mat 2 now, 26, and I believe that's the Diaz Chavez. And just headed to round number 2. Looks like 4-1. Is it Grant? Grants Pass has the red band on, but
on mat 2, Grants Pass is green.
Oh, Grants Pass is green, yeah. So Roseburg's up 4-1.
Remember the anklets, right, Boom?
Yep.
Okay. It was good to see Murphy. I saw Murphy a couple days ago. Shook his hand. See Murph looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Myers kid from Grants Pass. Number 1 seed. Oh, no, he's the number 2 seed.
Yeah, Miner and Miller over here. But our action on the camera right now is on mat 2, which is the Chavez-Diaz match that Diaz in solid control of at the
7-1 here.
Yeah.
I'm sure Miller and Miner have met before.
Hey, Kay, you want to take it back over to mat number 1? Kay, you want to take it back over to mat number 1 on the left? That's the Miller-Miner matchup we were talking about. Miller from North Medford, Miner from Grants Pass. And 0 lead here early.
Miner working on a digger there. Oh, now he's got him in trouble here with a big old power half. Trying to get Miller over. I think this Miller kid is from the Miller clan out of Cave Junction. There's generation and generations of them. And I think I think there's 2 on the team, 2 Miller boys.
Yeah, I thought I maybe saw that name earlier, too, maybe in the 106.
Possibly. Minor Grants Pass kid working hard. Referee down there checking it out.
10 seconds left here in round number 1.
See, Boom, the deal is, maybe we should have let the guy go. We've worked our tail off the first round, and we're only up 2-0. It's not advantageous for our sport, for one thing. Even though it looks weird. All right, now we're both up.
Both up in a point there to the Miller, from Grants Pass.
And they're out. Kevin Horn is on the whistle this time around. Kevin Horn from up there in Roseburg. Very veteran. Been through the wars here in the state of Oregon. There's no doubt about that. Kevin Horn.
Douglas County's finest.
Yep. Yeah, nice job. Minor's tough to score on here. He's up 3-0 here.
It just seems like you were saying earlier, he's been in that position almost the whole match.
Yeah, you know.
Up 5-0 now.
Yeah.
But it seemed like if you just let him go, he could get him back
Exactly,
to repetition or rep it a little bit.
Yep.
And it's got to be draining to, be down, locked up on the mat like that.
Yeah.
It would be my guess.
Minor working hard on Hap Nelson. Oh, that's going to be a fall there.
The North Medford kid, the Miller kid's doing his best to fight his way out of it, but Minor's right on top of it. Kevin Horn right on top of it as well, the official.
And there it is.
And that will do it. C'est la vie for the homeboy.
Yeah.
And Minor will advance to the conference championship as well. Impressive fashion over the kid from North Medford. We'll take it back over to mat number 2 and 126. And this is Roseburg and Grants Pass. Chavez Diaz still going in the third round. Minute 6 left. And the Roseburg kid, Diaz, up in points 9-5. He's going to be in the down position. Excuse me. That leg out from underneath him there. But Grants Pass has a minute to make up 4 points here, or
You got to go.
better.
We can either try and turn him on the mat, or we can let him go and try to throw him to his back. There's no use riding him out on top. That's not going to... Over here on mat 2.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get the Roseburg kid here pretty soon. The officials watching. Okay, he had a chance to wrestle on the bottom, and he didn't. See?
Mm-hmm.
The referee gives him a chance. The top guy gives him a chance. Plays like that. That's not good.
Battle here for position as the other North Medford and Grants Pass North Medford and Grants Pass semifinal on the 126 on mat 1 gets underway, but we're going to keep it right here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds left, 1, and that will do it. And Diaz of Roseburg will advance the championship and the state tournament.
That's a good kid from Grants Pass, obviously. Good kid from Grants Pass.
Over here to mat number 1 now will be Allen from North Medford and Bautista from Grants Pass. Got here with a major decision, 9-1. And Bautista from Grants Pass got here technical fall in 40 seconds, I believe. That's how that reads. And hero here early. Is that green for Grants Pass? And that left ankle, that left anklet.
Yeah, South Medford, Imus.
Oh, so, hey, Kay, you want to go over to mat number 2? South Medford, Imus, and Martin of Roseburg. 2-0 here early.
And
Roseburg with the lead. Is it the red? Does he got the red or the green on?
he must have the red on. Let's see. Yeah, I would hope. Yeah.
So an early 2-0 lead for Martin of Roseburg over at Medford. Both got here. Imus got here with a 9-0 major decision. Is that what MD stands for? Medical doctor. And Martin of Roseburg got here 9-2. But go ahead, Chuck.
No, I was just saying. See the South Medford kid here on matting up his weight back. See, all his weight is kind of forward.
Yeah.
Here on the bottom there. Imus on the bottom. You give him too much to hold on to if you come up any way other than straight up.
And Roseburg's Martin kind of lets him come up, like we were talking about earlier. Didn't want to get in that match just kind of grappling on the ground and wasting all the energy. So the Imus kid earns a point, 2-1 now. They're kind of locked up out.
40 seconds left. Imus and Martin. Imus from South Medford, Martin from Roseburg. Martin's up 2-1. And they're off.
Yeah, 30 seconds left now, Chuck, as I grab a slug of Diet Coke.
Yep.
Man, rapid fire. I've never been to one of these before.
Yeah.
So don't hold that against me at home.
No.
Just because I've coached and played basketball my whole life.
And football, boom.
Well,
Throw that thing around a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I had good receivers and a great coach. And
you guys were fun to watch back in those days.
I was bigger than every offensive lineman. They blocked their butt off for me. So good memories, fun memories.
Those are good times.
And all that with the disability that I never knew. And 7 back surgeries later.
Darn.
From the time I was 22 until about 25, and I didn't know that my spinal canal was the size of the whole time I played football, so it might have had something to do with my lack of foot speed.
Yeah, good thing your arm, you had a rocket for an arm. Let's clean up some blood here on mat 2. Had some blood action.
Hey, if it ain't broke, and butt back in there, right?
That's the way I kind of...
That's how I grew up, in the front yard with Dad. If we're playing hoops one-on-one or something, you come down the lane and I hit bleeding there, it's not broken. That's not a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of always tell what's going on in the wrestling room. Is how the paper towels do they have? Because, if you're wrestling the way you should, stuff's going to happen.
Right.
Oh, nothing. Pretty good scramble here.
Imus seems like he's like
wrestle here.
Long, just...
Yeah, that's 2. Man.
2 points for the kid is upset. We get a little headbutt action there, maybe?
I don't know.
Horn is on it. He's not the head guy, but the guy off to the side.
Yeah.
He talked about earlier.
Right.
So he was right there as a second set of eyes, because sometimes you don't catch it, but nothing called. 1 second left here in round number 1, and head to round number 2. And he's going to go neutral as the decision.
Yep. Martin.
Imus one of 2 South Medford wrestlers in the semifinals. So kind of last hope for us here.
Right.
And they talked about how they would just love to have a couple kids represent them at the state tournament.
Right.
Well, if Imus were to come back and win this one, that would get him there. And Roseburg got him in the air.
Uh-oh.
And at a 2-point takedown for the Indians. And
again, the referee holds it down until the pinning situation changed, and it just did.
Good match going over on number 1, Lance Pass Kid. The last 126 match. North Medford kid Allen and Batista. And I believe, or did it just go? Was that it?
No, it's blood. They're having
their blood, okay.
Blood injury.
But Lance Pass, I believe, is green, 3-0. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That Roseburg would have the red.
Yeah.
So back over here, mat number 2, 8-1 now. Martin over Imus. So Imus kind of dug himself a hole here.
Yep.
Or maybe, digging himself a hole. Maybe Martin's just been that good here in this match.
Right.
And up 8-1 in the second round. And on top here, Imus running out of time. It's getting late early, so to say, for Imus of South Medford.
Yep. Okay, that was a stalemate.
A little stalling?
Stalemate. Short of stalling. It's kind of a precursor to stalling sometimes.
Okay.
Again, Imus got to keep his weight back. See, he's kind of elongated, and the Roseburg kid just hangs. He doesn't have to do much.
And it seems like Imus is like all arms and legs. Like he looks swimmer.
Yeah.
And sometimes being long in wrestling, I would think would almost be a disadvantage unless you use it properly.
Right, yeah.
You got to use your...
I go back and forth between a taller, lankier guy or a shorter, stockier guy. Who has the advantage? And I think the person with smaller body type. All right.
So at the end of 2 rounds, 8-1, Martin leads over Imus. This is the first semifinal of the 132 division. Up next will be Shots versus Jaime of North Medford.
That'll be a good one there. Still 3-0 down here on mat 1.
3-0 on mat number 1 with 1:09 left. That's between the North Medford. It's the last 126 match, which is Allen and Batista.
Allen's in trouble here. Got to get off his back.
I'm going to go quickly over and, don't go quickly over, Caleb, because pin there for Batista. of Grants Pass, Allen of North Medford, which is the top of the bracket, the number 1 seed,
Yes,
Chuck?
yes.
So that was got pinned by Batista. It was the 4 seed? Might have been the 2 seed. But a big win there for Batista on that mat. Imus on top here.
Yep.
Minute 14 left. And is that a stalemate?
Another stalemate. If neither wrestler can improve their position without giving up major.
Minute 13 left here in round number 3. It's do or for Imus of South Medford.
Yeah, you got to go. See, now we should be, what's our best chance of throwing this guy to his back, say?
Right.
Are we going to turn him down here on the mat, or are we going to go on our feet?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough position there. It looks like the Roseburg kid's really, kind of socked in there. I mean, you really have to pop your hips, and
Yep.
I mean, that's like a less.
Stalling here. 1 green.
So 1 for Imus. So now down 6.
I believe so.
7 and ticking left, and 30 seconds left here for Imus of South Medford trailing.
Harris on mat 1. Harris for Grants Pass.
Grants Pass Roseburg matchup again, huh?
Yeah, surprise. And the kid from Roseburg there.
And another point. Imus makes it 8-3, but 5 seconds left.
Uh-oh. I missed it.
I saw 2 hands. Is that? I don't
know.
So 4 seconds left. Roseburg gets the point. Up 9. He's going to ask for neutral. That'd be probably the only way you could pin him right now, right?
He's got to sling him to his back.
And it's down for the dagger. 11-3.
Wow. Grants Pass just got a fall there on mat 1.
Mat number 1 has Harris of Grants Pass. Harris advances to the conference championship.
A nice win for Grants Pass there.
And at number 2 is, I believe, North Medford Jaime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jaime O'Shot. And we're underway on mat number 2.
O'Shat and Jaime.
Yeah.
Looks like a South Eugene kid.
Yeah, O'Shot's from the South Eugene Axe.
Yep.
And Jaime from North Medford.
Kevin
And
Horn.
2 points there for Jaime.
See, now that's a different looking kind of a takedown. The top guy's not all over the bottom, just enough hooked up to get a takedown. Imus working on some back points here.
Jaime
Trying
to get him, but good job by O'Shot's kind of to get out of that. It looked like he might have been almost in pin territory. Jaime, however, with a 4-0 lead here. Ended into round number 1. Trying to fight for position, right?
Got the legs in there. Gonna work on a power half on top like that. We're kind of messing around.
Right.
We should just put a one move, say.
Right.
Instead of 5 things going on, maybe we should narrow it down to 1 or 2 things.
Simplify?
Yeah.
They call that simple, silly.
That works. Jaime out front on some armbar action.
10 seconds left here in round number 1.
You got it. He's way too high. Count him. 1. Good.
2 more points for Jaime.
2 back.
As the round builds a 6-0 lead as they're about to head to the second round. Jaime in the 132 132-pound weight division.
I didn't see who.
You know, I got 2 little sons, Chuck.
I didn't know that.
2. And they love to fight, man. They love to wrestle. I was thinking I got to get him involved. We got to send him to the Hawkeye, man. He'll get those kids trained up. One son, Seth, he's 3'8", and he weighs 66 pounds. He's a monster.
Nice. Well, good.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He'd be almost 6th division right now at 3.
Oh, darn. At 3. And at 3 years old, young Boma. Grants Pass has got a Sheldon kid in trouble. Whoa, fall.
Grants Pass on the mat number 1 in the 138 division. That was John Pass, who just pinned McCord of Sheldon, and he will advance to championship match here tonight at 5 o'clock. We're live at South Medford. Boomer Marshall alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Chuck Mondale, a.k.a. Hawkeye, a.k.a. Baddest Dealing.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can get down there and
that's right.
throw some weight around.
In my brain.
Caleb Franklin's bringing you those great shots at home. And we're glad to be here live on Table Rock Sports. Well, we've gotten through about a quarter of today's semifinal action. And they keep getting bigger, badder, and meaner, right?
Yep.
Jaime up on Matt right now, 8-0 over O'Shots from South Eugene, and has been pretty much in control all match.
Yeah, it's Jaime's job. Like in a real tournament, sometimes real tournaments come down to half points or 1 point. So he's got to score all the bone column, kind of extra points for 8 or above, 12 and above, and then 15. So his job is to get as many points as he can for his team.
Right.
See? I mean, that's what happens in real wrestling. It is a matter of inches, seconds, or whatever. Jaime basically lets him go here. We got to take him down. Gave yourself short time. Nah. Keep wrestling. Short time here.
4 seconds left in the second round. And that'll do it. 1 point to O'Shots. So the score will be 8-1 going to the third and final round. And this is what you're always doing all those extra things in the gym for, right? That third and final round.
That third round. Oh, man. Out of shape in third round. That's miserable. You can imagine, Boom.
Yeah. I know very well what out of shape means.
Exactly.
Breathing heavily.
Yeah. The summertime schedule.
Yeah.
Behind me on the bottom, over here on mat 2. Nah, don't do that. Oh, wow. Reversal.
Reversal, 2 points for Jaime.
Yep, and that. See, that's kind of a Granby thing right there. Kevin Horn looking closely with Kyle, the young assistant. The guy on the side of the mat is called the assistant.
Okay.
The guy in the middle is on the whistle. Must have ended up in a fall.
Yeah, it looks like it did. North's Jaime will advance to the conference championship match later tonight. So mat 1 still going. Excuse me, now we're up to 145, huh? And that looks like a Sheldon kid versus a Roseburg kid. So that's Bork of Sheldon and of Roseburg.
Roseburg up 4-1. I think he's red.
Yep.
Up 4-1. Beginning of the second round over here on mat 1. And we got Grants Pass and Roseburg.
5, yeah. Brown versus Bergeron of Roseburg.
Brown and Bergeron on mat 2. Just getting underway here. The Roseburg kids are fit.
Yeah.
They're lean for the most part. They're lean.
Good program up there in Douglas County, huh?
Yeah.
See a lot of orange in attendance today.
Oh, boy. Yeah, they travel well.
Sheldon coaches and fan there. Trailing 4-1.
Minute gone. Oh,
Looks like
that's a nice little maneuver right there. Back step, a finish for your single leg.
And a 2-point takedown there for
Sheldon.
The Irish and Bork. And the match tightens up now 4-3. 39 seconds left in round number 2. The Bork kid says, I'm not impressed by the
He's going right
of the Roseburg. I'm coming right at you.
Yep. You know, and that's the deal. I think nowadays, for a while, you just got to keep on wrestling. Good-looking kid from Sheldon. See, at some point, he's probably going to have to let this guy go in the third round there.
4-3.
Yeah.
The lead for the Berg headed to the fourth round. Scanlon of Roseburg. And Bork had a tough match just to get here to beat Johnston at Grants Pass. 8-4, Div.
Yeah. You're doing something if you beat a Grants Pass kid. They're not as tough as they should be, but they're fairly tough. We're 4-3 going here on that one. Sheldon's behind. He's on the bottom.
And we're all tied up at 4.
Lets him go. It'd be nice to see our first OT, Boom.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those yet.
No
bonus wrestling for you there at home.
Roseburg, nothing. Up 2.
Sheldon Bork take
6-4.
Kind of got out of the headlock with a little reversal. Is that?
Yeah, I think that was a takedown. I'm not sure. Reversal, Boom.
It seemed like the Roseburg kid had him in the headlock. 6-4, minute left.
Yeah.
Trying to punch their ticket to the conference championship later tonight. Up.
No.
Scanlon on bottom.
I don't think the Roseburg coaches are real happy with him laying like that. Looks like Roseburg got a fall on that too.
145. That's Bergeron over Brown.
Yep. Wave to his family. Wave to his fans. Got Sheldon working on a cradle.
23 seconds left.
And the Roseburg kid's got to get away here.
13 seconds left.
Little desperation here. Oh, counting. There's
pinned him. Borkton with 6 seconds left in the final round. Roseburg was trying to escape. And
all right.
My goodness.
Yep.
What a performance. Was down 4-1 going into the second round and fought his way back.
Nice
built
job.
himself a 2-point lead. And then down the stretch, it seemed like Roseburg, trying to, out of desperation, trying to get out.
Right.
And Sheldon caught him, and Bork advances to the conference championship match.
Boom. Now I ask you, was that a Boom? Was that guy's shoulders down for 2 seconds?
I don't know.
No. I'll tell you right now. But that's the way it goes.
Like the momentum of it that's coming down to the and just bang him.
There's a big picture aspect to it. You bet.
Right. Some theater.
Yep.
Gotta love the drama of it. So 152 now over on both mats, going at the same time. And is it both? Well, South Medford, I think, is over here on the left. Okay. We're going to go over to
152.
Yeah, I think that's Rivera of South Medford.
Oh, okay.
On the left.
And we got Zoller here from I think that.
So we'll just go back and forth right now. And Zoller from North's leading. So on mat 2, Zoller from North Medford's up 5-0. On mat 1. Rivera looks like he just got.
Rivera's in trouble here. You hear the rhythmic Roseburg fans. 150. Yeah, that's Zoller. Oh, and there's a fall for Mr. Zoller.
And Zoller pins the kid from Sheldon Vasquez. So Zoller's headed to the final match, the conference championship tonight at 5. Rivera's in trouble on mat number 1.
Well, that David kid, he's been around a while, a Roseburg kid. David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around forever.
And that looked like that'll do it as David from Roseburg advances. Waves up here to the Roseburg fans, the faithful, the Indian faithful.
Yep.
And now on to 160 on mat number 2, and that looks like a North Medford kid. Gutchess? Gutchess of North Medford against Watts of Grants Pass. The last name looks familiar.
Yeah. The clan has won a few matches.
And I believe Gutchess up 2-0 early here.
Two to 1 here. Gutchess. Uh-oh. Two to 1.
2-1. Looks like Roseburg kid
Another fall.
in 160 just pinned a. Is that Reitman?
Yeah.
Reitman of Roseburg, or maybe Reitman of Roseburg, just pinned Rowe of North Medford.
Uh-oh.
On to 170 on mat number 1. We're with you on mat number 2, and that's the Gutchess Watts matchup.
Still 2 to 1. Gutchess here. 28 seconds left in the first round. Been kind of a battle in the neutral here. And we got Roseburg and North on mat 1. Watts from Grants Pass. Gutchess from North. 10 seconds left. They're on mat 2. Ouch. Good idea, but
Ran out of real estate.
you got to stop it. Yeah. It's a good idea, though.
1 second left, so we're going to head to the second round.
Gutchess up 2 to 1.
Gutchess chooses down.
And Roseburg and North Medford on mat number 1. Gutchess is down here. See, like in college right now, they would be counting because he's below that. He's on the lower leg, and they don't like that anymore. They'll start counting immediately.
Right. So that's 1 point for Gutchess for getting out.
Yep, and then he goes
Up
to a
3-1.
fireman's carry. Back points. Got to get the fall, Gutchess. See, all these kids have a job to do. At this time in the tournament, you'll have a job to do when you go out there. Either get the pin as quickly as you can.
Looks like he might have it. Keep going though, Chuck.
I forgot where I was, Boom.
Get the pin as early as you can.
Yeah, your job, like here, he's dominating the kid. He needs to get the fall for the team.
Right.
You get the fall points.
You get 6 for the fall and 4 for the decision. Is that right?
Yeah, it goes 3. It goes from 1 to 8 is a regular decision. After 8 is another kind, a 1.1. Then after that, there's another.
Right.
So
8-1, Gutchess up here.
Yeah.
Over the kid from Grants Pass, and that kid is Watts.
Dutchess got to get the fall here for the team. Be nice if it came down to 1 or 2 point tournament.
Right.
Just to finish up. If you're wrestling a good kid, you get pinned. If you're dominating a kid, your job is to get a fall. And sometimes it's your job to keep the match as close as you can.
Right.
Just wrestle your best, and whatever happens, happens.
Gutchess pushing that, looks like pushing the back of the head right into the mat. That's some old school Les, maybe.
Yeah.
Les, a state champion wrestler here from South Medford, wrestled in the Olympics. His dad, firefighter for my dad.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, and, that's right. Yeah.
And, Dad had some great stories about Les when he was growing up.
Yeah. Well, you had a brother or two, didn't you, that wrestled there at Phoenix back in the day, I remember.
Yeah. 10-1 Gutchess, and after 2 complete rounds, so headed to the 3rd, and like you said, time for Gutchess to get the fall.
Yeah.
And it's desperation time for Watts. Down 10-1. He's probably trying not to get a fall.
Yeah, it's his job now to keep the scores close. There's 2 for Mr. Gutchess.
So 12-1 now.
He's got to go hard here to get the fall. You could probably put a simple half Nelson on him and turn him over and pin him, but everybody's in the NC2A finals, Boom. Everybody. Officials, wrestlers, everybody. Gutchess going for the fall here. This should do it. See, he's a bit too far over. Boom. Fall.
And Gutchess advances.
See, now he'll get an extra point or 2 for the fall.
Right. Handled himself well in that match.
Yes, he did.
And Gutchess punches his ticket to the conference championship match and the state tournament at the Memorial Coliseum. Coming up, are you going to be working that one, Hawkeye?
I don't think so. I might be watching.
Yeah? We'll get Joe Brett on that. Maybe I'll go up there with you. And just,
that'll be a good time.
Yeah. I know I'll be up there from like the 10th to the 14th doing the 6A boys and girls basketball.
Oh, wow.
That'll be fun. Me and Caleb and Jonathan Kerman will be doing that one on the NFHS network.
All right, here on mat 2, we got Thacker and Lackey. Thatcher
170.
Uh-oh. In trouble.
Pinned.
Fall.
That was quick. All right, fall.
Yep.
That's a good-looking kid right there from Roseburg.
Yep. Now, those kids are lean.
And over here on mat 1 is the other 170 matchup, which is, I believe, the North Medford.
Rose and Rose.
Rose.
Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Is that North Medford?
It might be Grants Pass, kind of in the gray. Grants Pass, Roseburg. I'm going to guess Grants Pass, Roseburg.
North on bottom.
Is it?
I believe so. No, maybe not. No.
Miller and Rose? That would make sense.
I go by who's in the corner, basically.
Yeah, there you go. 6-5 in the third round.
They tried to let him go there and didn't quite get it done. Oh, that was a good match.
Roseburg will advance. And that was Rose of Roseburg. Yeah. Rose of Roseburg.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's overtime down here. All tied at 5 and a 2-point takedown for the kid from North Medford.
Yep. Nice. Well, that was a good match.
And so I'm sorry, Miller from North Medford will advance with the takedown in OT.
Yep.
Big win. Big win for the Black Tornado.
Yep.
182. That looks like Sheldon Roseburg.
Let's see.
Lutz. That kid's a big time.
Grants Pass, Roseburg.
Yeah, Matt too.
Matt 2, Roseburg on top.
Sheldon Lutz. I'm thinking that's the kid that plays football for them. Will Lutz. He's a good player.
Really? The guy on the bottom?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. Huh. Fighting off his back pretty well here.
And the Roseburg kid is Martin.
At 82, boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Yep. Roseburg going for the fall. Here, any clapping though. Wonder what the deal is. Time.
So through one round, that looked like put up. So 5-0. Martin with the lead over Lutz.
So what position he play, Boom? Oh, he looks like a...
I want to say he was a middle linebacker.
Uh-huh.
And he's probably dropped about 25 pounds since then.
Oh. Trouble here.
Well, Caleb, what position did that Lutz kid play for Sheldon's football team? Do you remember? Was he a linebacker? Lutz? L-U-T-Z? Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Miles and Miranda on mat 1 at 182 pounds.
Another Grants Pass Roseburg.
Yep. Grants Pass armbar deal here. The referee's watching. See that arm can't go above a 90-degree angle there, Boom.
Right.
Grants Pass up 2-0 here.
And the Roseburg kid over on mat 2 up 10-0. So, Caleb, why don't we take it over to mat 1 for the Grants Pass kid of Myers.
And Miranda. Miranda from Roseburg.
Mignola, M-I-G-N-O-L-A. Mignola.
That works.
But it's tiny print.
I know. I have to put my glasses on.
Did they just get a fall? Oh, no, we're going to round number 2. Lutz might have a pin over here. We're coming back from 13-0. Might have had a fall.
Wow.
Lutz fighting back from down 13-0 in round 2. Got 4 points back on the board. And it near fall. My goodness.
Myers riding him hard here on that one. Up 2-0 beginning of the second round. See, now that's what we can't. See that lay in there? Well, he's working. But normally laying right on top of a guy, we're not going to put up with that.
Right.
Still greened. Still greened. See, the official needs to let everybody know that it's still green.
Green in position.
Green in control.
In control, yeah.
Yep. You see a lot more funk nowadays, I know that. A lot of
more lax.
Spaghetti wrestling. People understand now, what the rules are and how little you need for a takedown. You don't on top of the guy anymore.
Well, a lot of it probably has to do with like interpretation and what's happened before in tournaments and knowing officials and how they're going to call it, right? I mean, so, whether it's basketball, football, wrestling, tiddlywinks, doesn't matter if you know your guy and you know the situation. That's just, understanding how to play it.
Exactly.
I know the official's going to call it tight, so I can't be aggressive. I gotta adapt.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that seeing all these officials at one point or another.
Right. Yep.
And if you're smart, you have a book on every one, right?
Yeah, you should. It's exactly right. I always thought you should, doing it for 40 years, you should know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm doing it. You and I have been here before. We've been through this call 50 times, Blah,
right.
blah, blah. Myers up still 4-0 here. 20 seconds left in the second round. Myers riding him pretty well. So you got to keep your weight back on the bottom now.
Lutz is still fighting back over here on mat number 2. Now 13-8 with 36 seconds left.
Moly.
Got kind of a late start there,
Yeah.
but something woke him up.
Beginning of the third here on mat 1.
25 seconds on mat 2, down 13-8. Going to need and another one for Lutz. So now 13-9. Can't even find a way to. He almost had him for the fall one time.
Oh, that's too bad.
He's basically gone 9-0 run in second two in round 3, but the Roseburg kid's going to hold on mat 2. Martin of Roseburg. And Beckham, Myers, and Mingola. Myers with the 5-0 lead right now. Correct, Chuck? He's green?
Yes.
Yeah, now. I think, my older age at 35, I'm a little colorblind or something.
I hear you.
Someone should spray paint their arm with
I know.
the color, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't it be easier?
In international, you're either red or green or blue.
Oh, so you're wearing that.
And it's the uniform.
That makes sense.
And they're reversible. They just flip them.
Yeah.
If they're one colored, they flip them around.
So we're handicapped here at the high school level because everybody wants to represent their high school.
Exactly. You got a north.
Yeah, there's on mat 2, Rucker of North Medford, Kaufman of Roseburg. We're going to finish up here on mat 1, though. 45 seconds left. Myers and Mingola. Myers of Grants Pass with a 5-0 lead and looking for some more, and there is 2 more.
Nice
from Mr. Myers.
Nice clean penetration right there. Sorry, Boom.
No, you're good. You got anything to say? You shut me up because
I hear you. Blood time here on that one.
Looked like that headgear of the Roseburg kid was just kind of coming down over the forehead for the better part of this last round. And he was fighting it. Not only in the fight of your life against a tough kid, you got to. You can't have no vision.
Kelly Wampus on there.
Yeah, it looks like the guy on Star Trek. The headgear across the eyes.
All right, looks like GP's going to pick up another win here at 182 pounds.
It was real close after day 1. Lots of buys and
right. Exactly.
But Grants Pass and Roseburg were right there, 1-2, 190, 180.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a fight down the stretch.
I think Roseburg has a bit too much power. They score their points in these championship rounds. That's where they score their points.
When over here, 195, Roseburg just got another fall against, I think that was Richardson of Roseburg. Yeah, that might have been Kaufman of Roseburg beating Rucker of North Medford.
Okay.
And that was the first match he had. Kaufman, he had 2 buys.
Toby Darn.
Or no, excuse me. He beat the kid from South Medford to get there. So a lot of these, probably their first matches for these bigger guys. And our first 220 matches going right now, too. That's the GP Roseburg again. Go figure.
Yep.
And that's Pinon, Pignon. And
are we at
Blix on Roseburg. 220 on match 2.
Okay.
We're still on match 1, though, over here. 195. A big.
Nothing.
That's Ruiz Richardson.
Nothing yet. Oh, yeah, he gave it takedown and escape.
For Grants Pass, 1 for the Berg. So that's a 2-point takedown for Ruiz and Richardson and escape. And Richardson got here with a 10-9 kid from North Medford.
Oh.
This is Ruiz's first match. He had 2 buys.
Oh, giant headlock. No. Little airtime here, I thought.
Ruiz of Grants Pass versus Richardson of Roseburg.
1 minute to go in the first round. Ruiz up 4-1, working on an armbar here.
Looks like Ruiz on the season is 25-7. Is that right?
That sounds about right.
And Richardson is just 4-0, so maybe he got a late start.
Maybe so.
To the season.
Richardson, the Roseburg kid?
Yeah. And it says maybe ranked, is that a 12th ranking in the state?
Boom, I'm not
And Ruiz and maybe an 11?
I'm not sure, quite possibly.
Or maybe that's how many falls.
Not sure.
No. I'm not sure either. I'll get to the bottom of that before our final round.
That's right. If you got an answer, call in.
Yeah.
All the lines are open.
Call Joe Brett's personal cell phone number at...
No doubt.
See if he's listening.
Yeah. Out of bounds.
4-2. Ruiz lead Richardson of Roseburg. It looks like another fall in the 220. And that was Blick of Roseburg. Blick's Pignon. And we're all the way down to like our last 2 matches over here, aren't we? Or 3 matches left?
Right in there.
Maybe we still got 1 220 match left. And Ruiz up 8-2. Hits the mat.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So that's 1 point for Richardson.
Yes.
So Ruiz is thinking in this guy right now. Is that the frustration?
Probably.
He's trying to help the team out.
He needs to get a fall. Again, it's his job and the other kid's job not to get pinned.
Ooh, 285 over here. We got some serious action with the big boys.
That kid from North.
Fuava?
I think he's only a sophomore. I think.
He just looked like he's
a brute.
He's 120 pound with his quickness, man. Just. He get it.
Go ahead, Boom.
Fuava just got the fall over here on mat number 2, just about 5 seconds in. The youngster, good-looking kid.
I'd say.
Is that Fuava or The Rock?
Yeah.
This match still going in round number 2, 8-4. In the 195-pound division, Ruiz and Richardson. Ruiz with the 8-4 lead. Trying to turn Richardson. There's 2-point takedown. Maybe a fall. And there it is. Ruiz gets what he wanted.
Yeah, big points. Big team points there, Boom. Like I said, that's 4 or 5 for advancing and 1 or 2 for the fall. So like
David
I said,
Ruiz.
They always have a job to do.
So here in the 220, the round of the semifinal, Harward from Sheldon versus Estes of Roseburg. So we'll have 2 matches left for you here in the semifinal round. This Estes kid, boy, he doesn't have an ounce of fat on him. I mean, the Sheldon kid doesn't really either, but my gosh.
Good job. I like the height. I like my upper weights. I like them, 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
I like that. I like the bigger guys being taller than shorter. We were talking about that earlier. Estes on top here. Leading 2-0. He's red. And they're out. Yeah, that assistant official has about the same range of working as the center guy, the guy on the whistle.
Yeah.
Like you said, Boom, he's a second pair of eyes. And you have to count on him sometimes if something happens away from you.
Well, I can imagine it'd just be really difficult if you only had the one official, to catch everything. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they can catch everything.
Right.
But.
Always nice to have Two sets of eyes, or the other way to look at it is two guys to mess it up. No.
Right. Plus, you only get half the blame.
Right?
I talked to my assistant. He agreed. Boom. 2-1, Roseburg here on that one.
Seems as you kind of get up and wait, the more falls happen. Is that always the way it has been?
Know.
It seems like the second half today has gone a lot faster than, let's say, the first half.
Yeah.
Is that maybe just the quality of wrestling at the...
Possibly. Receptacle like that. Yeah.
The depth of the wrestlers at that weight.
Yeah. Short time. Boom.
So we'll head to round two, and the Roseburg kid, Estes
chooses down.
And he's up 2-1.
See where his hips go, Boom. See if they go up or if they go down and back. Official for a long... Attaboy. Kevin's been a good official for a long time in our state.
Seemed like Estes was more than happy to let him escape.
Sure. You know, that's one of the signs of a quality program is letting people go when the timing tells you to. Keeping in mind that people don't like to watch two other people laying around out there.
Right.
We want to see high flying stuff, you know. That's what I want to see.
Right.
Smoothness, slickness. That's what I enjoy of wrestling. I mean, they call boxing the sweet science. I think wrestling is the sweet science.
Right.
Eight to 2 here, Roseburg in on a single. Short time, man. We got a stalemate. Will deter development quicker than anything.
Right.
Is all worried about winning and losing. That's the hardest thing for a coach to get to a young person. And they got Roseburg for stalling on top.
80 seconds left here in round number 3. Estes and Harward fighting. Estes with the lead from...
Uh-oh. Get up there, kid. Oh, reversal and back.
Point lead, but Harward has Estes in trouble. Trying to get...
Oh, well, this would be quite an upset for Sheldon. Get those legs in, son. Kevin's down there looking close. Kevin's looking.
Got him! Harward combined! Exclamation point going to the conference championship. He was down 8-2, it seemed like 30 seconds ago, Hawkeye. And look at the emotion on the kid's face.
Awesome.
What a win. It looks like Estes was in control the whole way.
Awesome.
Harward's his ticket
nice.
to the conference championship tonight and the Memorial Coliseum coming up in the state tournament. Awesome stuff. And we'll round things out here with our final 285-pound match. And it'll be Jarvis of Grants Pass and Luoro of South Eugene. But go on. What are you going to say?
I was just saying, personally, I'm always for the underdog, actually. I was excited about that last Sheldon win. Because Sheldon doesn't, in wrestling, Sheldon doesn't win all that often. Other sports they do. But that was nice for Sheldon. I'm happy for him.
And a pretty nice showing. The Let's Kid almost came back from 13-0 down earlier. And then, the other win, that was a kind of a tough, hard-fought win. They came back and won earlier. And then that one.
Yeah.
So good showing here from the Irish.
Got some big boys going at it down here. The Axe and the Caveman. Zero here. A lot of pushing and shoving here, Boom.
Winner of this will face Fuava from North Medford, who had a quick...
Whoa! Uh-oh, trouble!
And this is Jarvis of Grants Pass, who just had the takedown up 2-0 early and trying to get the fall.
Get a fall. Again, these are big points. You gotta get a fall when you're supposed to. That's all there is to it. I remember 2 different state tournaments, Boom, where my father won titles. Well, he won one by a half a point, and he lost one by a half a point.
Oof.
I mean, and kids don't realize that. You know, they think it's fun and games, you know.
Right.
But, man, every point counts. Every half point counts. Uh-oh. Reversal.
So 5-2 now as the World gets on the board. 10 seconds left here in round number 1. I can see the lungs kind of going all the way from up here. They're breathing heavy right now. 2-1. So 5-2 will take the lead
right down
to the
here,
second round.
Right down here in front of us is the Hall family. There's 2 girls and a boy, and boy, can they wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we got to get him up here for the finals, get his expertise. That's kiddo's expertise.
Exactly. 5-2 down here. I think this is the number 1 seed, I think, from Grants Pass. I think.
Whoa!
We'll take that
2 more for the World. 5-4.
5-4.
That Fuava guy, he was impressive from North Medford.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch him to wrestle.
Exactly. We'll get to watch him for a few more years, too, Boom.
Yeah.
The Sheldon kid working on a half Nelson. Red's got to make a decision. What are we going to do? Are we going to let him go? We're going to try and turn him? We got a warning green on the bottom there. Grants Pass got a warning. I don't know. I don't know what he's supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, what is he supposed to do? I don't know about that call. I like stalling calls, but I don't like it when they're pulled out of blue air, out of thin air. But
right.
That makes me angry.
Well, a headbutt there to the back of the head, maybe?
Maybe. Armbar, Sheldon got that armbar.
South Eugene?
South Eugene. That's a fall. There we are.
And Lawaro of South Eugene will face Fuava tonight.
There you go.
In the championship match.
Nice. Clash of the Titans tonight.
The big boys. They'll be getting after it, man. That'll be fun. Well, I'm going to send us to a break since we haven't been able to have one this whole time and figure out where we're going from there. We'll be right back after this.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Welcome back. We are going to take a break, and we're going to come back on about 4:30. Some impressive matches here this morning. Chuck, it was a lot of fun wrestling to watch, and guys punched their ticket to the conference championships, also to the state tournament up in the Memorial Coliseum, and some big wins from Grants Pass and Roseburg, obviously. A nice showing from Sheldon, North Medford as well, and their opportunities that they had. Your overall take today so far?
I thought the wrestling, for the most part, was very exciting. I've been looking forward to it, and it's nice to see the power of Roseburg and all that stuff. But I've been looking forward to this weekend, and I'm certainly looking forward to the rest of the day and tonight for the championships.
So 5 o'clock we'll get started, roughly or so. We're going to come on about 4:45. We'll preview some of the matches, talk about it a little bit. Until then, be safe if you're at home watching. Thanks for joining us here on Table Rock Sports. This isn't goodbye, but this is, regroup.
Good regroup.
Get your feet up. Come back tonight.
Get some liquids. Get some liquids in you. Get some rest and get ready to go.
And we'll crown some champions, some champion wrestlers here tonight. Thanks for joining us here on Table Rock Sports, and we'll be back with you at 4:45.